Hello and welcome back to Candid Talk with Adelle. I'm always happy to have you. This is a channel where you come here to learn about leadership, growth and accountability, and guess what? It's what we do in life. You wake up every day to go to work. You wake up every day to go and hustle. It's to grow, it's to be accountable, it is to stand out. That's what we do every day. You might not actually know it, but that's the way of life. Growth and accountability. So welcome and happy to have you. We are still talking to leaders who want to be different, who want to stand out, and all of us are leaders in our own capacities, in our families, in our businesses, in our workplaces. We are leaders in different ways. There's something that we can do or that we do already that makes us leaders. So we need to learn more about empathy versus good leadership. So let's get started. Today we're going to talk about the balance, the in-between of leadership and empathy, and why both these elements are important in every setup that you're in. Previously, we talked about leaders who are authoritative, leaders who want to get things done their way. If you didn't watch that episode of types of leadership, it's important that you go back, you first watch it and subscribe in the meantime, and then you come back to this episode. The balance is crucial in creating a positive environment, a positive work ethic, but also building strong and effective teams in your work. So being a leader requires you to be empathetic. What is empathy? We'll look at this in detail. Now, an effective leader is an effective communicator. Now, you communicate effectively about the vision, the goal, the objective of the business or of the company that you're leading, or in your home. You effectively communicate. But in that communication, there must be an element of empathy, understanding what your team is going through, understanding where your team is coming from, giving them a chance to trust you, to believe in you, and to be able to give them responsibility as well. You have to be empathetic before you put out your instructions. Understand the background. It is important for every leader in any setup, whether you are president, whether you are a prime minister, whether you are anything. A leader who's not empathetic will never be appreciated. And the teams will be working, yes, but they'll be working to survive, not to help you thrive. Those are two different things. So as a leader, you have to effectively communicate the goal of the business, the vision, and all that package. At the same time, in your communication, there must be a level of empathy, or call it understanding, where your team is coming from to help you achieve those goals. I'm speaking in all terms of experience. I have 10 years of experience being on top management, so I understand where I am coming from when I talk about leadership and empathy. Team building. So as a leader, you're building a strong team that is performing at a high level. You will put out all these strategies and structures in place to ensure that you're performing extremely well. However, for your team to give you these, the team that you're working with, you must know what they're going through. You must understand them at a personal level. You're sort of team building. Those who do company team buildings, you know what we do? In a team building, you're trying to understand the team at a personal level. Imagine you have a team around you of 3-5 people. You don't know that they are married. You don't know that they have children. You know nothing about them, but you're a leader. But you expect results from them. You have to relate with your team at a personal level in order to build an effective and collaborative team that will give you results. That's how it works. Leadership is no magic. Leadership comes from the heart that gets to understand the people around you. In decision making, leaders are tasked to make the hard decisions, to make the tactful decisions, the strategic decisions, to take the team forward. Perfect. You do that. That's okay. But in your making decisions, a leader must consider the impact those decisions have on the team he or she is leading. I hope we're together there. Leadership and empathy, the balance in between that will help you thrive in your family, in your business, and in your professional career. Now, if you fail to understand the impact, what your decisions will do to that family, to your manager's family, to your manager's children, you're missing the point. Because if that manager is not okay, your business will lag. So as you're tasked to make those hard decisions that are taking the company forward, remember to put into perspective what those decisions, the impact it will have on the other employees in order to achieve your goals. That leadership with empathy, you will always thrive. Let's talk about adaptability. Leaders must adapt, that's what they say. Be flexible to achieve your goals, be flexible with what's coming around. Yes, perfect. You must be adaptable as a leader. You must be able to reinvent yourself so fast to tackle situations as they come. I talk about leadership with a passion because I am a leader and I love what I'm doing. So as a leader, you have to be adaptable, flexible, to fit into any situation, navigate it, and create solutions there and then. But in that process, you must understand that as you adapt, those changes that you're effecting, what impact do they have on your team? Empathy is understanding the sensitivity of whatever you're doing towards the team you're working with, the team that you're leading. It is important to consider their feelings, to consider the emotions around them, because that has an impact on the productivity. Guess what? Companies work on high productivity, high performance, but all that comes with a support system that is behind the team that is delivering everything that you want. Let's talk about employee engagement in that perspective. As a leader, fine. You're going to engage your team, putting out channels of communication, delegating work, ensuring everyone is doing what they're supposed to do. You're engaging your team. However, you have to add in the empathetic level, where you have to now address the personal stuff that are happening to the team that you're engaging, to address and help them contribute to the whole agenda that you have, to their well-being. You engage them to that level to understand that someone is well or not. For example, if you're setting up meetings, you have to know if someone comes late, you're not quick to judge why are they coming late. Sit back and ask yourself, why? Engage the employee, engage the person, ask them, why have you come late? Is there something I need to know? How can I help? Everything I'm telling you, I do it by example and I have testimonies. It is important for every leader to relate to that level. You'll be surprised the results you will achieve as a leader if you're empathetic. The other element of leadership is conflict resolution. So in any environment where there are more than 3 people, 5, 6, there's bound to be conflict. There's bound to be conflict. As a leader, how do you resolve conflict? You must address conflict without bias. Listen to all parties, understand what is happening before you make your decision. What does that do on the other side? You're understanding the emotions of the people around you, of your employees, in order to make an informed decision out of the conflict that is at hand. Now, once you do that, both parties will feel heard. Both parties will understand that they were listened to and a decision was arrived at in order to get an amicable solution that will allow the company to move forward, to remove the bad blood that would be happening if those elements are not resolved. Leadership and empathy cannot be separated. Effective leadership comes with decisive decision making, comes with assertiveness, But above everything else, there must be understanding with the team you're working with. You can never be a good leader if you're not empathetic. You can never be understanding and stand out and get your things done without empathy. It is important that these two elements are balanced in order to achieve your goals, in order to get your team to achieve, to be productive, to perform at the same time. They are comfortable in their element that their leader cares about them. If you're that leader, well done. If you're not, please start working on your empathy levels in order to have a productive and high-performing team that will get you results at any given time. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.